Yo, it's your boy Kenji, man, and we back with Kingdom Explained. This is Kingdom Chapter 712 spoilers. So we're going to give a quick summary of this chapter, thanks to the great G's wag. And then in the future, when actual English translations come out, we'll do a reaction. So let's get into the summary and the spoilers. Alright, man. Summary by great G's-Wag. And we appreciate this G's-Wag. So we are at the Ozen's HQ. Ozen received a report that Kanki absorbed the 50,000 and decided to continue on towards the target. Sou asks Denrimi what he thinks, and Denrimi says it's not like they don't have enough people, but because they received less people than expected, it'll be a shaky battle, and Sou agrees. Sou then asks if he can take 10,000 with him to head to Kanki. He's met with silence first, so he says he'll go, but then Ozen stops him and says, "Don't go yet, and just watch for the moment." I told you. I told you, man. Ozen, he's not. I bet money. Ozen's not sending no men up there. Alright, no help. Because it wouldn't even matter. Something's about to happen. But we'll see, man. Ozen, I can't even. Sometimes I can't predict what Ozen's going to do. But now we go to the Kanki's army. As Kanki's army is heading toward their target, the terrain begins to change. Bahei's unit begins to feel the change, and the mountains becoming more worrisome to travel by. Carrier 10 warns the unit that if the enemy were to attack, it would be in this location, especially the mountain on the right, because there's a small city on the other side, so be ready for anything. You see, that's so smart. Why couldn't that boy, I forgot his name, Sohaku, yeah, I think his name, General Sohaku, who was leading that 200,000 man army, be more smart to understand terrain? But that's why he got his ass killed. But look here. Rin says she can see a star despite it being daytime, and that it's a really bad star to see. Ooh, bad luck. The Najaru member that joined Heiki's army tells him he's had a bad feeling ever since they left Atsuyu, and that if they keep going, no one will come back. Uh-oh. Horror just... Come on, Horror. Horror like, I'm about to make y'all feel it, boy. Y'all about to... Well, I want y'all to know that Quinn is about to get their ass handed to him. Every chapter since Atsuyu, we've been giving us bad signs, right? Bad omens. So here we go. Heiki tells him to not say such things, and then he says it's a good thing that Najaru, I'm trying to get that right. Najaru came with them because their elders have a ritual for things like this and asks Heiki to participate. Shin keeps heading forward and passes by Heiki and his group carrying out the ritual and laughs at them while asking what he's doing. Heiki tells him to not laugh because it's the Najaru's ritual, and they tell Heiki that it's not over and to focus. Ten sees them and asks what's happening and is shocked at Heiki. Kyokai says to not laugh because that's a legitimate exorcism. Oh, y'all would know, huh? You and Ray all know all about magic. Ray agrees and says if anything, Shin should join them because she has a bad feeling about this battle, and even he felt something off, my bad. Yeah, everybody got bad feeling. I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, we seen the signs. Oh, we need to do a ritual. Alright, man. Shin tells her that if it was something that could have been solved with exorcism, then it wasn't a threat in the first place. Ooh, he's a non-believer. If it's a wall, they'll face If it's a wall, they break it down with their own. Okay, let me get that right. If it's a wall they face, they'll break it down with their own strength. Ray says she knows that, but in a battle, there's still the element of luck to consider. Ten says luck is important, but right now, proper preparation is most important. How much smaller they get on the way to the target determines whether they can really attack, because they're on the land the Quinn have never set foot on before. Yeah, I'm about to get. Mm. She says she's thankful for the tradition, but Heki needs to get back to his army. Ray says it's not tradition. It is an exorcism. Shin wonders how much further they'll go and tells Ray if she doesn't want them to battle, she should go dance with them as their representative. Wait, okay. Shin tell him okay. She tells him the captain should go, and Shin says it's the captain's order, and Ray says she'll never go. What? Then why would you tell him to go if you ain't gonna go? Girl, whatever. The Kanki army continued advancing further into Zhao territory, and to their surprise, they approached Gyeong without facing any opposition from the Zhao. Because they about to get your ass. Naki went in front of the Haisha unit as a recon team and says, for a war this dangerous, he wants to see ahead with his own eyes. See? It's the same thing I said about in the last chapter, bro. About Sohaku. Send a recon group, a scouting team, before you just going out there with your whole army. They doing everything right that he did wrong. He tells the team to wait and notices some horses. At first they think it's the Zhao, then think it's Kanki's recon team. Naki wonders if it's Kokuo's, and his soldiers doesn't think she'll send her team to a place like this. As they speak, they see the recon team get attacked and killed and think there's an ambush set up to kill recon teams. Naki then tells some soldiers to go back and tell Ten that he's going a little deeper to find more info. All by himself? Well, I guess he's the ninja out of the group. The spy master. Alright, we go to Kanki HQ. Meron is dumbfounded that they got to the Gyeong in a day and a half without having to fight anyone. Yeah, Boku not playing. He like, we gonna make them think that it's all good. And then, pow! He says maybe it's because of their usual deeds. And Shin says it's because they were focused on holding their castle. None of them came out. Another general says it's still outside of their expectations that this happened. And Heki says that they were probably afraid to fight the 140,000 they have at the moment and decided not to attack their invading force. That would be a lie because they did that to y'all when y'all had 200,000. Ten says it might appear that way, but it's still weird that they were led through with no opposition and that now they face a problem because their recon teams are getting killed here, so they can't get more info about the city. Oh, Moten's lieutenant agrees, and Meron says coincidentally they face the same issue. Heki and the other general realizes recon teams were sent out. What, he didn't know? Y'all didn't tell him? Ten says they got a report saying Naki went further in, but they haven't gotten as far as Jukrio yet. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I might have fucked it up. Meron focuses on Naki, and Moten focuses on Jukrio. That must be a person. Ten continues saying Jukrio, oh, nice place, is a small castle right by Gyeong, and she thinks they should take it before attacking Gyeong, because it'll give a foothold for Quinn to go back to if the battle with Gyeong goes long. Moten's lieutenant agrees and says Moten was saying the same thing earlier. Meron says he thinks it's a good idea because they'd rather relax at the castle than outside the castle. Ten says the other side probably knows this too, and Gyeong can send out their forces in order to stop it. Shin asks if this means it's finally starting, and Moten says that's how it is, and that's how it goes. I added that last part. But Moran asks how they want to deal with this because after that, they'll have to attack Gyeon, which is much bigger. And Ten says she thinks it's possible they should leave it to just one army. She adds that it shouldn't be the Kanki army because the Zhao would be in high morale because of their massacre. Moran says it's unfortunate. Shin says then I should be left. Then it should be left to the High Shin unit who brought it up, and Ten agrees. Moten says to wait and asks if they could leave it to the Heki army. Heki is surprised. Shin calls out to Moten, and Moten says it's because of the two units' specialties. Both the Haishin unit and the Gakukar were independent units since their 300 unit days, and there's no doubt they've developed their skills and reacted to new situations. If the recon teams can't move forward, then that'll be important in the battle with Gyeon, where they know so little. Wait, okay. I'm trying to get what he mean by that. Fuck it, I don't know what he mean, really. Moran interjects saying that Moten is saying in order to get to the top of them. I'm fucking this up, y'all. I guess it's the way, I don't know. Then Moten is saying in order to get to the two of them, to Gyeon, the Heki army spilling their blood is the best option, and that he likes it. Moten says he's not saying they're inferior to them, but that they're better at preserving their soldiers. Ten says she's sorry, but she agrees, and she agrees, and Shin says he can't agree to that. Shin says they'll be the ones to take Jikurio. Heki tells him that they'll take care of Jikurio, so he should prepare to advance towards Gyeon. Shin is surprised while Moten and his lieutenant thanks him. Heki tells Shin to not misunderstand. He says compared to their two units, the Heki army isn't outstanding. However, they have the skill to handle every situation sensible. If an orthodox method is needed, the Haishin unit is not the best at it. He's right. And the Heki army is much better at it than them. Their skill is in preserving their soldiers, so he'll look forward to Shin's activity in Gyeon so they can leave Jikurio to him. Yeah, he's an all-rounder. Now, Jikurio. We go to Jikurio. The Queen approached Jikurio and see no soldiers deployed outside and says it'll be a siege after all. Heki says that he mistakenly said he's good at sieges and wonders how he'll begin the attack. Yeah, you ain't never did this shit. I mean, man, that was Yatama who did that. His soldiers say they're in position and are ready to attack at any time. The narration says that the Queen would begin their battle in the north, and the first battle would take place at Jikurio. Heki sends his archers and infantry forward. Kyokai and Rei notice something, and when Rei is asked about it, she says, "What? That castle? What? That? What the? That's the end? Let me look at this picture, man. That castle. They must know something about that castle. Because they both looking at it. They know something about that castle. That's what I'm thinking. You feel me? But I'm gonna make another video right after this one too, on chapter 713, because the spoilers are out for both of these chapters, 712 and 713. But something about to happen, man. Something spooky is happening. Somebody know Naruto jutsus. Somebody, bro. Somebody got to. So that's pretty much it, man. I'm gonna just be waiting for the official translations to come out, and we do a reaction, and then we'll review and talk about it. Cause there's not too much to talk about right now. It's just they preparing, and right now you know they're preparing for the ass whooping. It's your boy Kenji. Subscribe, comment, like, share. Do all the Thug Dizzle. I'm out.